Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome back to a brand new video here today, and my final video of 2020 on this channel. It has been a very long year for everyone on this planet, well, we made it. Just making it is an achievement, to be honest, out there, and I'm wishing all of you guys, because of the year we've had, just nothing more than health and happiness, to be honest, and I'm hoping next year is going to be a lot better socially, mentally. I think, in terms of, hopefully a vaccine's going to be coming ASAP, Rocky, and we can get out of this situation in multiple lockdowns. But today, in today's video, we're going to be casting our minds back over the channel. I've kind of done this in a way in the last 2 years. I think I've made, I don't think I actually did this last year, but I did it back in 2018, where I kind of made a sit-down talk video where I just kind of talked about the year and kind of what I was thankful for, and, just kind of expressing my thanks to you guys for the amazing support for the last year. And so I thought I'd do that again, but in a different way. This time I'm going to actually react and kind of watch back some of the videos, my kind of highlight videos of the last year that I remember, and kind of react to them basically, and kind of rewatch them again kind of with you guys basically. It'll maybe be a nice way for you guys to reminisce about what has been a very long year for all of us, but it's been a very mad year on this channel in particular, obviously. And I appreciate if you guys have been here for the entire journey, if you hopped on during lockdown, the first lockdown in March when all the virtual GPs were happening, or whether you jumped on when F1 2020 arrived in July. No matter what, I really do appreciate the continued support. It's in what has been such a difficult time for everyone, and even for me, it's been a tough year mentally, to kind of be locked away basically. But it's been actually, on the flip side, a very positive year for me on YouTube. It's been my best year ever in terms of subscriber growth, views in total that we've done this year. As per usual, I upload every single day near enough, and this year, especially with being locked in and not being able to do anything on weekends or anything with with social life, I basically did what I do best: is I got my head down and just worked as hard as I could, because that's just what I'm all about. I realize that I'm in a very lucky and privileged position that you guys have put me in, and so that's why every single day I try and work as hard as I can to upload a video, because I'm just so lucky to have this as a job. But anyway, that's enough soppiness. Let's look into the year. Let's look back at some videos, some highlights of mine, and pick out maybe some of my favorite moments that maybe you guys will agree with. Maybe you have your own, so let me know in the comments below what your standout moment maybe was. If you remember a certain video of mine that you maybe enjoyed this year, then let me know. I love to know that, because it really does make my day to know that maybe your guys' days were made on that particular day, basically, by a certain video. So do let me know. Also, before we dive in, I just want to also state, even though I literally just said about, turning up every single day and uploading a video, like I did last year in January, I'm going to take things a little bit easier. Not like I did completely like last January, so there will be a few more uploads than there were this time last year, basically, for the start of this year. But you guys know, this year, at the very start of the year in January, I took a little break just to recharge the batteries, and in a year like this, yeah, there needs a lot of recharging, but I will still be uploading a fair bit. But I want to let you guys know, for the rest of this week, basically, from when I upload this video onwards to the end of Sunday, I won't be uploading anything. The next video back in 2021 will be, hopefully, I think, on that Monday next week. So just want to let you guys know. Let's dive in. Right, so looking back at my channel in 2020, here loaded in with not signed in, so I can actually look out properly, because for some reason, I can't actually look this far back on my own channel if I'm signed into it as my channel, so I've had to just get a different tab out. But obviously a lot of videos we've been uploading pretty much every day. I think if I look back, I think I maybe missed probably, I would say maximum, I think I missed about maybe 5 to 7 days of uploading of this whole year. There was a few patches. Actually, that's a big lie. Obviously, I took that break in January, so there was a few patches there. But since January, I'm pretty confident I only missed a handful of days uploading. And yeah, I mean, as I said, just got my head down basically, and just distracted myself from what was happening in the world and reality, basically, by just making videos, basically. So we start off the year. I think this was my final video, which was Road to Glory Season 2. That was the finale, and then we start the year off. That was a few days after the year had actually began, because, as I said, I was taking that break. So it was a bit of a calmer, calmer January, you know, I basically was uploading every other day or every 3 days, just taking it easy. I let you guys know about that, and it was pretty calm. It was a really nice time to recharge the batteries. We made some pretty decent videos, I would say, with obviously the career mode was finishing for that season, and I made a Survive China video, which a lot of you at the time, in February, were cracking a lot of jokes about. I just want to say, that was not planned whatsoever. Very much like when I did Survive Bahrain, and then literally the next race weekend, Grosjean had that accident of his and came out alive, and it was all fine. I did not plan that. It's just a really weird coincidence that occurred. Maybe that's why that actually did so well, 379k views. But there we go. And then we got fired from Mercedes, and we went to Ferrari, which was an exciting. I really enjoyed this season of career mode. Actually, it was a lot of fun to do. I always enjoy actually racing as Ferrari in career modes, because it's always, you know, there's always a lot of pressure on to do well, and there's also a lot of banter that's thrown around with obviously being in the prancing horse. Then obviously pre-season testing began, and I started doing the cars, and then we come to this. My channel got deleted. I actually the other day forgot that this was in the same year. February 14th is me all speckled up in very much without facial hair. Let me guys know, do you rate, I rate this look a lot more. I mean, obviously there with maybe some facial hair, maybe it would be okay, but I actually rate myself a lot more without glasses. But yeah, this actually happened. Channel deletion, February 14th. Yeah, what's the top comment? Aarava making good content. YouTube, oh no you don't. It got 360 no scoped off the side. Yeah, that's I had to laugh about it. But that was, yeah, not great. It was nearly like, I think, 24 hours of my channel being just gone, like complete. Like you went to it and there was no videos, there was no username, there was no photo. Honestly, the most stressful hours of my life. I remember I didn't get any sleep. Basically, I got like 2-3 hours sleep, and I didn't eat all day then because I was so nervous. I was just a mess because I didn't know what to do, because obviously this is my entire livelihood, this is my job, this is my career basically, and it was just gone in a flash. Thankfully YouTube fixed it. I still don't actually know to this day what the true reason was why it got deleted and how it actually came back, but I'm just so thankful it did. But that was a thing. That felt like a different year ago. I mean, those 2 months, Jan, Feb, felt like, yeah, a different era, especially because life was just so normal. I remember having some amazing nights out and whatnot, and then obviously it all came crashing down in March. I even got to do this video. I did a video with Kubica and Giovinazzi.
Hello?
I love this.
Race, so you have a good comment.
So you read the comments, all comments.
No.
I loved Robert. He was such a good laugh to film with. This was a really favourite piece of content. May have not got insane views, but it was a really favourite piece of mine because it was a lot of fun to record. Obviously, this was back when I was actually affiliated with Alfa Romeo, when I was like the team principal of the esports team and kind of, you know, being the kind of PR head of the esports team. Obviously, since then, I'm no longer with them. I'm now part of Team Quadrant, Lando Norris's esports team, if you didn't know, by the way. I'm sure you did. If you didn't, then where the hell have you been? You've been living under a rock. But yeah, this was a really fun video to shoot actually with Ben and Danny Bruzinet.
Otherwise, Antonio will use the excuse that he doesn't perform because he has negative comments.
That was great. That was jokes. That was really fun. This is really bad. I forgot I did an F1 Road to Glory 2020 version with the new Williams car. At the time, it was the new Williams car, and at the time, I thought I was launching it to, you know, go alongside the real F1 season, because at that point, I did that, you know, you got the, you know, your F1 comments, which was kind of a new series I was testing out this year, petered out a little bit at the end, which was a little bit unfortunate, but I have reasons for that, which I'll maybe talk about a little bit later. But we started that, you know, we were getting ready for the season. We did, for the first time, F1 GeoGuessr, which did insane. I still don't know how it did so well, like 120k views. I was so surprised because all you guys in the comments were also like, this was really, really fun to do. So, yeah, we did a few more of those. And then squad sprint, you know, Road to Glory career mode, normal career mode was going on. I even did 2020 predictions. And then when was it? I think, yeah, this was the week where things went wrong. I uploaded this this racing wheel video, and then pretty much after that, everything went downhill in the world in terms of Corona just went everywhere. And yeah, Australia was cancelled. And then straight away, I uploaded this video, which was a bonkers Road to Glory video. We had 17 DNFs. Wide though, and the safety car has been called out within literal 5 or 6 seconds. And look at the top 13. Left. Oh, dearie me. There are only 13 cars running. I was still astounded. I'm astounded that there's this many DNFs. I was actually... Screen freeze for good measure, but we're there on the right side. Give him all the space in the world. And oh my lord! Leclerc's crashed! Oh my god, what an idiot. Oh, this is so stupid. There's only 3 runners. There's only 3 runners. 3 runners in a Grand Prix. You get... This is actually one of my favourite episodes ever, just because how crazy it was. And it was the perfect storm because I uploaded it literally after the news came out that Australia was cancelled. Like, obviously, so many people were like, you know, maybe looking around for the F1 fix. They were upset F1 wasn't on. And then I upload this 2020, you know, F1 series video with 17 DNFs. And yeah, it just went, yeah, you guys went berserk for that episode. And then we get to not the GPs. Obviously, shout out to Vlogce Esports. A lot of love for them because, yeah, I mean, that was a crazy time in lockdown in the first kind of part of it where we were doing all these crazy virtual GPs. We did not the Oz Grand Prix, which, I mean, for me personally, the race didn't go that well, but it was just an insane thing to be a part of, you know. Stepping into a lobby here with Van Dorn, Gutierrez, Delatraz, you had Lando Norris, obviously, joining. And at the time, obviously, it was so... at the time, I had no idea I was going to be part of Lando's team, and I hadn't, you know, really ever spoken to him that much. So it's kind of crazy to think now that, you know, I'm doing recording sessions with him for Quadrant and interacting with him and whatnot. Whereas back then, it was like, oh my god, you know, racing an F1 driver. But yeah, I mean, that was mental. And I was actually the Danny Dyer meme where it's like, I am absolutely shitting myself. What have I got myself into? Because what did I get myself into? Like, you know, I was not ready. I bottled everything because I was so nervous on the stream, because I don't live stream ever, so I was so nervous as well because we had so many viewers as well, because it was obviously such a big event of you know, racing virtually when we couldn't do it here for real in Austria. So I don't want to make this video too long, so we're going to kind of skip ahead a little bit quicker and see, because I don't want to kind of get stuck on reminiscing every little bit. But this is really just a trip down memory lane for me, because I upload so many videos that honestly I will forget sometimes what I've actually done, and you know how well videos have done maybe over the year basically. So we had some fun, went a bit crazy with driving a cardboard box around Silverstone. That was a lot of fun. This was where was the video? Where is it? This was a laugh. This was very funny. So obviously, hopefully, a decent amount of you know that I live with FNG, Niran. He's my flatmate, my good friend that I've known for a few years now. We live together. We've lived together for 2 years. And obviously, we're both, you know, in lockdown. It was April 5th. At this point, little did we know how long the anguish would continue. But at this point, yeah, I just thought, you know what, let's go out. Let's think outside the box. Get it? And I had this idea of doing a race of boxes, but getting him to commentate it, which was, you know, the video didn't do that amazingly, but it was still such a funny video for me and him to make. And I always love collaborating with him because obviously he's just my mate, so it's always a lot of fun.
In this 2-lap Formula Box race, this is what quarantine has done to us. This self-isolation has created this. I hope you're happy, whoever ate that bat many months ago, because you've caused this. Down into Mirabeau, we've licked the stamp and we've sent it. We've swooped up.
Oh my god, I love it. It was just, that was great. I really enjoyed recording that for him, and then I just blindly, obviously, got the audio and then edited it over, and it was just so good. Also, at the same time, in that same kind of period of, like, you know, going crazy in the kind of first month, we did some really fun videos that I really still look back on with fond memories. Driving F1 cars around the Mario Kart circuit, driving them around a Lego raceway circuit, which was mental, actually. Let's watch that for a second, because that was still to this day, really sick track. I actually really like it. Like, if I could do some more content with it, I maybe would. So let me know maybe what I could do with that track, or just other wacky ones if you know it, because I loved making these kind of videos where it was just taking F1 cars to bizarre places. We did Mario Kart Circuit, Lego Raceway, we did a Lego Hot Rod at Monaco, a bit of a flip on the idea. We then did historical racing at historical Monza, classic Spa, classic Hockenheim, Yoshi's Village, as well, and we did driving Indy cars in Monaco. We did a lot. There was a lot of really banger videos that I really enjoyed making. Playing MotoGP 20, always funny because I'm so bad at it. But of course, in amongst all of this, as you can clearly see, a big one, a big one, was with the Veloce kind of virtual series we're doing. They did something called Veloce Versus, which was a 1v1, and I, very thankfully, thanks to Veloce, really nicing me, I appreciate it so much because it was such an incredible experience. I got to be in a 1v1 race with Charles Leclerc, which was insane because, you know, he's a Ferrari F1 driver. He's a race-winning driver, and this was obviously, you know, in the same kind of, you know, moment where it was still absolutely bonkers that we were even doing anything with real F1 drivers, which makes it sound weird because it's not like I'm still not, like, you know, obviously it's still crazy, but obviously now it's, you know, in a way you kind of get used to it in a sense, which sounds odd to me because I don't think I would be saying the same thing a few years ago, but now I'm kind of used to the fact that I'm doing stuff with, like, Lando, for example, but back, like, here, like 8 months ago, this was, the start of this video is still just crazy to me, to think that now for the rest of the year we were watching this guy in a Ferrari racing on telly and this happened.
Toby against Aarava for the first race, 1 vs 1.
Hey, what's up, guys? What the hell? What the hell? And I actually really enjoyed the edit that I did on this. I think I kind of created a quite nice little storyline of how things came about until a message arrived. So Callum, who was helping organise the event, messaged me saying, have you been told who you're racing in round 1 tomorrow? I said, nope, with a little eye emoji, trying to allude, can you tell me maybe? He just laughed back at me and said, all I'm saying is good luck and don't poo your pants. Immediately, I knew things were wrong. I started panicking. I thought I'm going to lose my job again. And as you can clearly see by the highlight there, you can see aarava versus Charles Leclerc. And mad. And then the ending, I will still be taking this to the grave, I think.
It's going to come out.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Good one. But you were quite quick, mate.
Oh, I was alright. I messed it up that turn 1.
Quite
quick. Oh, the career mode merchants finesse. I don't know how I finessed that compliment. Absolutely not. Absolutely. He was just being nice. He was being nice because he was like, oh, I've just thrashed him. He was being nice. I say trash, to be fair. In the second run I did against him, he just had me for chips off the line. But the first one, I was like literally pushing him through the last corner.
And Leclerc's a little bit
Yeah. I was sweating buckets. But we were close. So that was insane. That was a massive highlight. But that entire period was a lot of fun, to be fair, making videos. And also, for the first time, we knew about my team, which was insane because I was so ecstatic about it. You guys know if you watch that video, like how euphoric I was basically at the idea of it. Then we finished off the last season of F1 2019 career mode, which was really nice because the ending was really poetic. This was iconic. This wasn't planned at all. I don't care what any of you say to me because I know myself. I did not plan this.
3 wide down this main straight. Where have I seen this before? Oh wait,
mad.
Episode number 1.
Mad.
You cannot write this stuff. Absolutely insane.
This is fully still like one of my top career mode moments I've ever witnessed and be able to make in a video. To have that where I was literally in the middle of a 3-way battle with Weber and Butler, and I was driving a Renault, whilst my ART back in the first episode was a Renault ART, because I was in Jack Aitken's Renault ART at the time, obviously, for 2018 F2. It was just insane, and to this day, I still cherish it. It was really, really awesome moment to actually play out in real time whilst I was recording, and then to actually make the video and know the whole time that this cool moment was going to come for you guys in the video. Yeah, really, really cool. Really enjoyed that. Finished that off. Then F1 2020 hype was building up even more. And then I dropped the bombshell that F1 My Driver was returning for one final ever season. And I really mean it because this was so much stress to make, and I'm not gonna lie, for very little return. Like, the return on my investment of that time is so small, so I don't think I'll ever do it again. Not just because of that, but also because we've done 9 seasons of it, wasn't it? You know, I built such a long storyline that it was so complicated with driver transfers and everything like that, to the point where if any of you guys were new around here and you hopped onto F1 My Driver, you wouldn't know what's going on. So I can completely understand why not a lot of people are kind of, you know, attached to it in the kind of later seasons. And also, to be fair, little insight, F1 My Drive is just not very YouTube algorithm friendly, whereas something like, you know, just a bog standard normal career mode title is very friendly, so it just works out a little bit better. But obviously, I still cherish it so much. It's still one of my favorite series I've ever done. It's probably a series that I'm still, you know, very well known for, especially on F1 Twitter, I would say. You know, with all the OGs that have been around on F1 Twitter since, you know, the 2012 days, but when I started it in 2015? Yeah, but yeah, we did F1 My Driver. I was happy we did it because I think it was a good feel series, even if it didn't do that well. Then we just got through. The hype was building for F1 2020. You know, absolute mazza with some of these videos. Like this one is nearly 1 million views. Insane. Nearly 1 million views for this video, which was the very first ever Monaco video I did on F1 2020 with Leclerc. And it was so good, actually, because I literally Raskas dive bombed here, Vettel, and we're up into P2, and then Bottas, I bet, has got a penalty or something, I think. There we go, the P1, biblical. That is biblical. That was a really nice video to do. I was so happy we got that moved on the last lap, got P1, just to finish off a really nice video. And so, yeah, nearly 1 million. Mad. Actually, to be fair, to say that, if we move on later, we're getting to that very rapidly, because here we go then. My Driver wrapped up. We played some more retro F1 games, which was a lot of fun as well. F1 2016, which was a lot of fun. But then the start of my team, and this video is 1.1 million views. This is only my second ever video that's got over 1 million views. You know, the F1 game on YouTube is still quite small relative to every other game out there, you know, especially sports games like FIFA. It's still very small. So to get 1 million views on, also not even like a special video, it's a bog standard part 1 of a career mode. So to get that on such a, you know, staple video for the channel, it wasn't like a crazy viral video that just blew up in the algorithm. It was just a, you know, honest video of career mode that just collected views over time. It's something I'm so proud of that I've done on F1 2019 and also now F1 2020, and we did it in such shorter time. It took, like, you know, I think 8 or 9 months for us to do it on F1 2019, whereas on this year's game, we did it in 6 months. Crazy. Here, and welcome to the start of my F1 2020 My Team career mode. We are finally here after all the build-up. Part number 1 of this new Creator Team career mode in... I remember recording that commentary. I remember recording it exactly. Like, I don't remember a lot of days, because obviously I upload every day, so there's so many days that I'm working and making videos. But this one, videos like this, I remember. I remember what it was like to sit down and record that commentary and think, oh, this is it. Like, the game's coming out. It's so freaking exciting. And yeah, that was so much gas. So yeah, 2020 came out, and then we just smashed it out the park, basically. Did as much content as I could. I had so many ideas. You know, we did the red flag video. We did split screen with Niren to kick off the game. We did this Schumacher challenge versus Lewis Hamilton when we drove a Schumacher. We even did a black Mercedes video for the Styrian Grand Prix. Obviously, the real F1 season kicked off at the same time, so it was mega hype. We did how slow is 0% AI, really well. We did a beginner's guide, which I was really happy about. I did with James Baldwin from Veloce, which I was really happy about, because I wanted to do a video like that to help out anyone that was really new to the F1 game, because I appreciate a lot of you guys are really hardcore fans of the F1 game that watch me, but there's also probably a lot of people out there that are very new to the F1 game that find my channel, and I really like the idea of, you know, trying to do something to help you guys out in any kind of way. So that was really good. You know, even if I'm not the greatest driver, and I'm sure the comment section will let you know about that, but compared to a new player to F1, I must seem very good to them. So, you know, it was really nice to be able to make a kind of beginner's guide like that and help people out in a certain way. And also winning my first ever online race I won my first ever online race on this game, which is something I've never done, so I was pretty happy about that. But from that point onwards, obviously, as per usual, every year when a new game comes out, I focus my attention on just career mode pretty much, because that's what all of you guys want to see. That's what the majority of you guys want to see, and obviously it's what I actually want to do. I actually just want to straight up play career mode non-stop when it comes out at first. Then when Season 2 began, then we started creeping in with some experiments, some really nice ones. What happens when you have no money, when you go bankrupt? I straight away, as soon as I knew my team was a thing, I knew I wanted to do a video like that, so that was really cool. And also, this was the beginning, I think, of Reddit videos. This was the beginning of me doing F1 game Reddit videos, and then it kind of pivoted to having my own subreddit, and then it's become a staple of the channel. It's been so much fun to react to your guys' memes, and it's been a cool way to feel a bit closer to you guys, actually, in a way, because obviously you guys are directly involved then in making me laugh and making the content and stuff. So I feel like we've definitely got a little bit closer as a channel to creator in a way this year, not just through the lockdown and everything like that, but also, you know, with content like that, like Reddit videos. But then, yeah, just experiment, Survive Monaco, always annual Survive Monaco. What if you had $2 billion? That did really well, and that was a lot of fun just to splurge the cash and max out the My Team career mode car. And then, you know, survive Vietnam and survive the Dutch GPs, Anvil, for the very first time. You know, new circuits, doing survive on those. Very exciting. Flight Simulator. I actually really enjoyed doing this video. I know I haven't actually clicked on a lot of these videos to watch out, and it's ironic that I'm clicking a non-F1 video to pick out, but it was just so much fun because I was so useless at the game. It kept on going with, well, at this time I was still doing your F1 comments, which I'll address, by the way. Your F1 comments, I try to do it something a little bit different this year, because I want to do way more content based on real-life F1, because I do enjoy it, and it's a nice breather from just gaming constantly on the channel. But it's very hit and miss. It's very hard, because a series like your F1 comments, it's very based upon if it was a good race. So whenever it was a pretty dull race, it was very hard to actually find anything too interesting to talk about. The comments weren't as good, and then also not many people were interested because the race was quite dull. Why would you want to watch content on a dull race, basically? So it was a bit of an unfortunate kind of fizzle out of that series. I'm hoping to bring it back next year, maybe think about a different way to tackle it, potentially, to make it more interesting consistently, but we'll see about that. And then things like last question mark, Pierre Gasly, Italian Grand Prix, and he went on to win that race. I still don't believe that. Insane. Absolutely insane. And then we got into Season 3 of Career Mode, which is still one of my favourite seasons of Career Mode. That really titanic battle with Leclerc in the Career Mode was a lot of fun. And it ended up in a really sick finale, didn't it?
All the way down the straight. Leclerc's got some DRS off.
That was close.
It doesn't matter. We're down the inside. We're a bit deep.
And we
into
got
the
the
corner.
move.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot he spun me. I completely forgot. He spun me on lap 1. Oh my god. I forgot that part of the race.
Sidewall tires. We're going to cut in for the tighter line, and the exit, but we've been hit. Oh, Leclerc!
I completely forgot about that. That was a banger. That was a banger finale. That was a banger video. That was sick. That was a sick finale. He spun me, and we still came back and won it. That was sick. And then from this point, to be fair, I sound like a broken record. Just a lot of fun. I just had a lot of fun this year on YouTube, at least. You know, it's not been that fun of a year socially outside of work. You know, this is my work, but it was a lot of fun doing said work. You know, we had Season 4 then, where we went bankrupt, of course, which was a really exciting thing to make for you guys, and I really did love the reaction that you guys gave. Lockdown 2 came, and we played F1 with a joystick, which was a lot of fun to make. We did a really cool reacting to Team Radio with Hayden, which was a really good video, I think. Played NASCAR, which I'm actually so surprised how well that video did. 152k views on a NASCAR video. Mad for an F1 channel, based channel. And yeah, we just continued having fun, just doing, obviously, career mode still the staple of the channel, still the thing I enjoy the most. And then we got to this current season, Season 5, where we had a very different looking car with a white halo now, different stickering, different sponsors, obviously a bit, you know, controversial because some of you guys didn't like the choice, but the vote was the vote, and in my opinion, I actually like the look of the car. I like being a bit more creative with the liveries, and I don't like being boring with having your bog standard Canon as sponsors. It's kind of cool just to have some wacky other kind of, you know, normal brands out there that are not affiliated with F1 usually. But again, very, very fun to do. This season's been Well, it's finished now, so it was actually, I can talk about it fully. It was a mega season. I really enjoyed season 5. It was so unreal that the title fight went down for that long, and that for the whole season it was like my current teammate, my 2 old teammates, my old championship rival, all in the fight. Very, very cool stuff. And then of course at this point of the year, this was when Quadrant launched. So obviously you guys know that I'm now part of, or hopefully you know that I'm part of Team Quadrant, which is Lando Norris's esports team. And so if you haven't checked out the videos, I do implore you to go check them out. There's obviously quite a few. We upload every single week. But this was the same time as that, you know, when we started doing that. So we also had, like, racing buses at Formula 1 tracks, which was a lot of fun. We also I started live streaming because of the whole thing with Quadrant was, you know, doing more live streams maybe. So we started doing, you know, content where it was like open lobbies, getting you guys involved, which I've really enjoyed and I will look to continue into next year, you know, racing backwards at F1 tracks. That was a really fun video to do on an open lobby. We got the new DLC in F2 cars. That funny video where that thumbnail was just so funny to put. I didn't know how that thumbnail was going to go down, but you guys seem to really like it, and it did pretty damn decently. And then we come to, like, the last month of the year, and I must say, you guys loved the snow video. 200k views in 5 days on a very simple snow video. I rate it. I really did like to see that you guys enjoyed it, because I loved recording it, because obviously you guys know in the video, it was just an insane spectacle of snow. But that's it then, a little recap. Hopefully it was a decent recap. I feel like maybe I didn't click enough videos and actually reacted and watched enough videos, but otherwise we'll be here for absolutely ages, because I have uploaded near enough every day of the year. So there's literally 365 videos, you know, probably 340 probably I would say to go through, so it would be impossible. But yeah, a lot of videos, a lot of time spent making content, and a lot of fun making that content. And to be honest, if I'm being real with you guys, you know, this year has been very tough, you know, socially, as I said, but it has been a nice escape of just burying my head in work, burying my head in YouTube, and making so much fun content for you guys. And so, yeah, even if it has been a very, very tough year in other aspects, you know, YouTube-wise, like I said, it's been actually the best year to date. So I can't thank you guys enough for all the support. And next year, well, next year we'll definitely hit 500k, 500,000 subscribers, which is absolutely nuts to think about. But till then, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the end of the year. Hopefully for all of us, 2021 is a much better year, but I really do appreciate your guys' support throughout this entire 2020, and here's to many more good times with videos. But like I said at the beginning of the video, I will be taking a small little break to start off the new year, just to charge the batteries and relax a little bit, because actually as I upload this today, it is actually my birthday today as I upload this video, so just taking a breather, relaxing, enjoying the day, and then enjoying the rest of the week, basically. But we'll be back probably around Monday, I would say, next week. And yeah, let's make 2021 a much better year. But specifically for YouTube, gonna continue to try and smash it, try and, you know, continue to entertain you guys as much as we can. Hopefully make up some even, you know, wackier, crazier ideas, and I'm sure, you know, we'll have a lot of fun. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed the content this year, and we'll continue to enjoy it into the next one. But I've been aarava. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the day. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.